guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today we're going to be doing week number 3 cash stuffing for August, and I'm super excited to get into this one. We have a little bit more money, a little bit more things to kind of maneuver with today, so I'm super excited to get started with that. So let's go ahead and get right into it. This week was a little bit different. I had to pull from some different envelopes just to cover a few things to help some people out. So I will be doing some IOU stuffings as well as the regular week breakdown. I did go ahead, I had to refill out my teller slip, and I had to go through and just write down where everything was going. So that's where this is. I might have to look at this just to remember, because I'm trying to keep track of what dollar amount is going into each envelope, because I was getting a little bit confused last week and I ended up having some money pulled that was supposed to be put in something else, but I ended up figuring it out off camera once I was like watching it back. But it's no big deal. We have everything ready to go today. So before we get into this cash, let's check and see if I had any leftover, which I didn't. But I will just go ahead and show you guys that I do have some coins, but like I said, I'm gonna wait and stuff those. Probably not stuff them, but empty that out maybe in the next video. I have some receipts. This was so full, you guys, but I just scanned these all in yesterday and got a good amount of points for that, and there's nothing to replenish right now for the bank. So I'm going to set this to the side until we need to stuff that with the cash. And then just a quick little look at this binder. I have a good bit of IOUs this week, like I was saying. Just some stuff came up and I had to pull from those, but you know what? It's fine. Also, a little update. I did finally create me some new labels. You guys know I had those like really, let's just say, raggedy DIY labels in them. But you know what? They were personal. They were mine. It was where I started my humble beginnings. But those are in the trash. Those are gone. We are stepping our game up. So I took my Cricut out and made some of these. I actually made a short for that. I've been really loving the YouTube shorts. So I went through and made some labels for those. And then, while we're on binders, let me just go ahead and show you guys this one. I have another binder. I've leveled up, y'all. I now have room and the means to do another binder. So this is a clear A6 binder. I created a dashboard on here. I know, y'all. I laminated it and everything. I don't have an A6 hole punch right now. I actually have one in the mail. But what I did was just I lined up one of these envelopes on there and put dots on there, and then went through with my regular hole punch and then just figured out how to do it. And I created some new envelopes for this one. I created a me, myself, and I, because I realized as I was doing my budget this week that I haven't been spending like money on myself lately, and not in a sense of like spending money foolishly, but just like I haven't been, I guess, rewarding myself or getting myself things. So I want to start a me, myself, and I that I can pull from to go buy things for myself. Emergency fund, which was kind of like my general savings, but I want a separate one for emergency fund. I want to start building that one. A health tab just to cover like dental, vision, doctor visits, anything that comes up. Car, and parents. The main reason I wanted to create this one was because this weekend I had to help my parents out because they had some things come up that were completely unavoidable, and I had to help them out with that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a sinking funds envelope for them and start stuffing that. So that is that envelope. I'm not stuffing that one today, so we're not going to be too worried about that. I'm just going to be stuffing the main envelopes that are in this one. So let's go ahead and count our cash. So this week I actually have $155 that I'm going to be stuffing because I needed to restuff those envelopes that I pulled from to help my parents out this weekend. So that is there. So let's go ahead and count up what we have. So first up we have a 20. So put that down, 20. And we have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's plus 60. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, and then I have a good bit of ones just because I have a couple of IOUs that I need to put individual ones for, And I also wanted to put some ones in a couple of my other envelopes just because I have been pulling change recently. And also for my Disney folder, I didn't want to have just straight 20s to give at Disney because if I might have something that's a smaller bill, I don't want to have to worry about breaking a 20. It all makes sense in my head. So that's why we have all these ones this week. So let's go ahead and count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, so plus 30, 155, which is where we need to be. So, opening this right up, I'm going to get me a blue highlighter this week to cross these off. So first up in Christmas is going to get its regular 20. I'm going to cross that off. And also, these have trackers. I'm going to go fill those in after the video just because lately they've been aggravating to pull out and I don't want to deal with all that. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So 160 in Christmas. Sorry, I lost track there real quick. And next up is Disney. So Disney is going to get $30. And let's see, what did I say I wanted to give Disney? Disney is going to get 4 5s and a 10. So let's go ahead and do that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Just because I wanted to start having some smaller bills to put in here. And 30. So let's go over here to Disney and pull this out. I don't even know how many 10s I actually have in Disney. Oh, I have a good bit actually. Of course I would have a good bit. It's been $30 increments. Okay, let's count this up now. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh. And 40? Is that right? Let's do 30 times 8 is 240. Okay. So we've been saving for 8 weeks, $30 every week, and that is where we're at right now. So now we're going to move on to student loans. So student loans, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that one because it is getting its regular 5, but student loans also has an IOU of 20. So this one's getting a full 25 this week. And I believe, what did I do for this one? I did 2 10s and a 5. Sounds about right. So 10, 20, and 25. So we're going to put this over in student loans. Hopefully it's in frame all the way over here. So this now is back up to date with 100, 110, 120, 125. And let me write that on the tracker real quick. I thought about taking these trackers off and putting them inside the envelopes, but I haven't been set on that yet. But let's go ahead and put this. Next up, we have birthdays. And birthdays also has an IOU of $32. It's getting its regular $12 stuff this week. I had to do 12 just because I had to pull some money from my personal spending just to cover some like bill that came up in the middle of the week. I won't get too much into it just because it's too much to explain, but I had to pull some money from birthday, and then I ended up just like breaking a 5 into 2. Just it was a whole ordeal. So anyways, this is getting $32. It's getting 12 plus $20, and I believe this one is broken down for birthdays. It's getting $12. I didn't realize that I did that, and I don't know if I like that anymore. It's getting a 10, 2 5s, and 12 1s. If I say so, if past me says so. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, and then 12 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright. I don't know why I would do that, but... So this is 10, 15, 20, 12. Okay, 32. And this is getting added to birthdays. And I wanted to catch this one up, and also I wanted to put a lot in it this week, just because I always tell you guys this, but I have a lot of birthdays the next few months. So I literally have a birthday in every month. There's 3 in September, 2 in October, well, 3 in September, 2 in October, 1 in November, 1 in December. So it's like nonstop birthdays around here. And my birthday's in March, so I'm like all by myself out there in the spring. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. So this now has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's put this down. Next up is General Savings, which also has an IOU of $20. That's the regular 10 that I was going to stuff in it, plus the 10 I am replacing. Because my parents, they paid me back. Like, they just had to borrow the money because something came up. So that's where a lot of this is coming from, is me just refilling from what I had to pull from. So this one is getting 20, and for General Savings, I wanted a 10... 10 ones. I don't know what is going on with these ones today. 10 ones and a single 10. So let's get a 10 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's going there. And I apologize for the background noise. I'll try and edit out as much as I can. I told my family I was sitting down to film, and what do? Get groceries delivered, talk to the animals out loud. So I'm just like, I live in a madhouse, okay? It is a madhouse today. So here's 50, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this now has $70. So put that down in there. And I was going to stuff I started back doing DoorDash, like we talked about in a couple videos ago. And I was going to pull those checks out and stuff them. But I think I'm just going to leave them in my bank for a buffer. So if I do ever pull one out, I will tell you guys, I will stuff it on camera. But as of right now, I'm just going to leave those in my bank to be my buffer on my card. Next up, we have Jump a Month, which I scheduled, or budgeted rather, $5 for that. And that was another one that I did 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. Getting rid of these ones. So let's put that in there. Jump a Month did have 0, nothing, nada. It was empty. I had to pull from it. So we did restuff that. Okay, and then next up was Vacation, which I didn't stuff this week. And then, y'all remember this one was iPad? It's now called Rollover. And that's what it's going to be called. So, put that there. That means there should be $18. Something did not get correctly stuffed. Oh, yeah, I did. Because I have an extra 5 as a rollover. So 1, 2, 3... I had $18 for myself. So this is going to go in my personal wallet. So this is going to go in here. And I have that 5 left over because I ended up having 5 left over from what I let my parents borrow and then what they paid me back. I had a 5 left. And I couldn't decide what I was going to do with that. And I think I might put it in my 100 envelope challenge. Let's see what's going on with that, because I want to keep on my track of trying to save $75 this month. So this week would be 7. So I could stuff this, or I could be greedy and give it to myself, because I just talked about how I wanted to start giving myself some money. So, you know what? I have a trip this weekend. I'm going to take that 5 and put it in my own spending money. So that's going to give me 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perfect. Everything works out. All right. So that is that. I want to do a quick look at this and make sure that I have everything up to date on my calendar. Okay. Let me go ahead and mark off that this did come, that did happen. And then we mark on here that I paid this bill. And I told you, I think in the Sunday setup, I talked about I went ahead and paid those early. Let me go over here and highlight that I paid for this. And then that I received my money today. Okay. And that should be today. I haven't had much going on this week, actually. It's been kind of a slow week. So, put that over there. Alright, so that is all for this cash stuffing. I know it was like kind of all over the place today. It's just been such a hectic day. But thank you guys for sticking it out and watching the video all the way through. If you guys have made it this far, I completely forgot to tell you all that I did drop an Etsy shop. So that is open. The link is in my bio, and I'll try and link it in the description. If not, I'll just put the shop title. But that is open. I have a couple things on there. I'm in the works of getting some more stuff uploaded, so definitely go check that out. I have 2 savings challenges on there. They're low budget saving challenges, very much set them up however much you would like to on them. So I created those. There's one called Squirreling Out and one called Holly Jolly Holiday Savings. So super fun. And yeah, so that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell button so you can be notified every time I post a new video. So I don't know if I will have a Sunday setup this week just because I will be out of town. But if not, just know that I will be back next week with the cash stuffing. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.